Greetings, everyone. Nickie Brown here. So I've already covered the root chakra, and now I would like to do the sacral chakra, um, which is located below the navel. It's represented by the color orange, and it's related to the sex organs and kidneys. I'm going to keep this one brief. Um, When your sacral chakra is out of balance, you feel emotionally, physically weak, depressed, overly sensitive, anxious. You are afraid of losing control in relationships. You have compulsive or obsessive behavior, stress, emotional upset, experience conflict, blockages, and feeling detached from yourself and others. Um, Physically, you experience pain and stiffness in your lower back and hips, um, feeling easily overwhelmed emotionally. You have a loss of imagination or creativity. You're out of touch with your emotions and closed off. And you have sexual and reproductive issues. You may also have anemia, hypoglycemia, lower back pain, joint problems, low energy, spleen, and kidney issues and PMS. Okay? How do you unblock your sacral chakra? Um, Pretty much all the chakras being unblocked have some common ways to unblock, and meditation, yoga, affirmations, and self reflection. You have to look inside yourself and say, okay, what am I doing to myself and others? Are you talking to yourself negatively? Are you talking about others negatively? Whatever you do that is of a negative nature, you see it as projecting it onto that other person, but it is hurting you on the inside too. No one sin is greater than the other. So no matter what you do, if it's not of a righteous nature, it is affecting you and your body. Even if you say a curse, right? Say something that makes you feel good and makes you smile, right? See how your body feels. Then say something mean or negative and cuss. And see how your body feels different. Tap into that. Tune into that. Because again, you're not hurting that other person. Because although you're projecting it onto someone else or saying it about someone else, your subconscious mind is picking that up and it's keep holding it inside your body. It's not just about that other person. So whenever you try to be manipulative, lie, scheme, scam, think that someone else is too stupid to know what you're actually doing, when in fact they may know what you're doing. They're just not going to lower themselves to that same vibration because they know it would throw their energy off. That's actually a very smart person that is not going to give in to what's being done. They'll just allow the universe to bring it back to you in whatever way it needs to. Because what goes around always comes back around. That's one of the laws of the universe. There's no way around it. Even if you don't believe in that, even if you call it an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, it doesn't matter. It's one of the laws of the universe. Drink more water, go swimming, take baths, be creative, eat orange foods. When you meditate, meditate on the color orange, meditate on the chakra, meditate on the area underneath your navel. And listen to 288 hertz of music. These are some of the suggestions to unblock your sacral chakra. Does it happen overnight? Absolutely not. It does take time. If you've been this way for 50, 60, 70 years, it's going to take some time for you to no longer be that way. And you have to make a conscious effort every day for the rest of your life. What I call is not allow anyone to take you off your square. Just because someone else is angry doesn't mean you have to be angry. Just because someone else is yelling, you don't have to match their tone or temperament. For those who have done customer service, you know you're supposed to stay on the phone and be calm and allow the customer to vent. Is it a pleasant feeling? No, but we have to learn how to not take it personal. No matter what profession you're in, again, you do not have to match anyone's tone or temperament. Let them upset their body. You don't have to do the same thing to yours. And you can politely say, I understand how you feel. If you choose to apologize, even if you're not wrong, because some people do that. I've done that. I knew that I wasn't wrong, but just to squash the situation, you know what? I apologize. I apologize if I offended you. Just be the bigger person sometimes. If they think you're a punk, so what? Who cares what people think? Does that provide you with food, water, clothing, or shelter? Probably not. Even if it's a boss, doesn't matter. Just gracefully bow out. Even if you don't apologize, you can simply agree with them. That makes sense. I'll do better next time. I'll work on it. Again, even if you know you're not wrong, you know you did it right. Because no matter what position this person has, people will try to gaslight you. People are intimidated by you, or, you know, and it may not be about what you have, it's just about who you are as a person. The fact that you can stand up for yourself. Some people don't like that. They want people they can control, and that's just a reality. So if you're not one of those people that they can control, they've decided in their mind, I don't like this person. So they may throw salt in the game just to try to throw you off and piss you off. Don't allow them to do that to you. Be the bigger person, like I said, because it's not only going to upset you within your body. So handle it a different way. And once you start doing your affirmations, meditating and doing yoga, even if you just start meditating, you'll find that your mind starts to change gradually over time. Another thing that will help you, gemstones like tiger's eye, carnelian, citrine, amber, and jasper, just to name a few. And essential oils like orange, sandalwood, and sage. But even if you don't go that route, because I understand that some people will have a problem with those things, just eat an orange. Smell the orange. Think about the color orange. If you want to be creative, buy a coloring book and some crayons and color a page. I don't know what else you do. Some people have so much talent. If you draw, paint, I don't know, sing, be creative with food. You do food art, arts and crafts. I don't know what you do, but do that. You can start out as doing it as a hobby, and eventually you can start to sell those things depending on what it is. I was talking to a sister yesterday, and she showed me some of her artwork. And I said, well, have you ever thought about having an event, so that, like, not a paint and sip, paint and sip, but I didn't present it that way, but just basically something along those lines. And she said, I never thought about it. You have talent. You could potentially make money off of your talent. Get back into it. So if art is something that you do, Go buy you some canvases and some paint and some brushes and just get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even if somebody else said it was stupid, it's unrealistic, you don't need to do that, that person may have been jealous or envious of the fact that they don't have that same talent. And they instill doubt and fear in your mind to prevent you from pursuing that. So you just stayed safe and you filled out a job application and you went to your job and you just go through the motions like they did, waiting to retire after 30 years. But maybe that's not meant for you to do. Maybe you should be encouraged and supported in something else. And even if no one outside of you is willing to support you, support yourself. Encourage yourself. Look at what you've created and say, "Oh, this is good. I did a good job." Strangers may be your biggest fans and supporters. Maybe you create an Instagram channel and just show what you do and see what kinds of reactions you get. And even if it starts out slow, just still keep doing it. It may not take off, right away. Sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. But when we're wanting to transition into a business mindset, really it's 90% mindset and 10% sales. So you have to change your thoughts in order to change your life. And in changing your thoughts, things that you used to do, you may not be able to do with those things anymore. Especially if they're not of a righteous nature. And if you have been doing unrighteous things, that may be one of the reasons why you're stuck and stagnant. Again, it's an indication of a blocked sacral chakra. Let me see something. Some of the causes, when you get upset emotionally, when you allow people to throw you off your square or push you off your square. Um, when you allow someone to do that, it it disturbs your energy, and that's in your mind, your body, and your spirit, and you begin to suffer, and you don't even realize that's why you're suffering. You have to do your best not to be in conflict with people. Again, it's not for you, it's not for them, it's for you. Just like with forgiveness, if you don't take it personally, you really don't have a reason to forgive. You accept people for who they are, the way that they are. So again, if somebody's mistreating you, don't get mad at them. You just say, "You know what? That's how that person is." And if you need to distance yourself, then do so. If you're unable to distance yourself, be around them as very little as you possibly can, knowing that they don't necessarily have your best interest at heart. They're actually trying to do things to, again, upset you. They're trying to provoke you. They may slander your name. They may try to sabotage something that you do. They may be dishonest about things that you do or have done because they're trying to make you look bad. And in making you look bad, that's going to make them look better. But that's their insecurities, their lack of confidence, and their fears, whatever's going on inside of them. So it really has nothing to do with you, but they're taking it out on you. But if they don't take it out on you, believe me, they have another victim right around the corner that they're waiting to manipulate and slander and provoke. Allow your energy to flow. Don't get aggressive with people. Don't be dramatic. Um, Codependent. You don't need anybody else. We've convinced ourselves that we need other people, and it's become a problem. Because again, we've become codependent as if we can't do anything without someone else. That's a very toxic. And if you're codependent, I'm probably making you upset right now because you don't want to face that reality. And I understand. This is not about making anyone upset, though. This is about getting better. This is about healing. If you want to. If you don't want to, stay the same. It's not gonna, you know, the only person it is gonna affect is you. It's gonna affect you and your life and the choices that you make. And whether or not you grow or stay stuck and stagnant in the same situation and repeating the same cycle and then have to come back and do it all over again because you hadn't learned in this lifetime. But life is about choices. So you can do whatever you'd like because I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just giving you some guidance and advice if you'd like it. It's your little red wagon. You could push it or pull it. That's what one of my friends in India says all the time. That's your little red wagon. You could push it or pull it. It's up to you. Would you like things to get better? Or are you okay with them the way that they are? The way that everything has been, growing up, and you're just fine with that. It's fine with me. So, that's it. That's the sacral chakra. I will come back and do the solar plexus chakra. I'm not going to give a date because I had a lot going on over the weekend in these last couple days, so I wasn't able to get to it as soon as I could. A lot of times it depends on how my body feels or how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling too weak to do a video, then I allow my body to rest. I listen to my body and I do what my body wants. So that's that. I hope that was helpful and I thank you for watching. Love y'all. Mwah.